Hey everyone, it's Anne Manera, and we're back again today with another color along from Volume 18, Color Along Variety Coloring Book. So you can catch a new color along video every Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time right here on my YouTube channel. And today we are working on this page, and the topic is mixed media, and I have Bic Intensity markers with me this morning. Actually, this one kind of like came out of its little rubber band. And I also have a Maze Rock watercolor pencils that I'm going to use dry. So there's my two mediums that I'm mixing for this, and this has a page with 4 different mandalas. So we can either color, actually let's do it that way. We're gonna do one of the mandalas with pencils, another one with markers, another one, and two more with both. So we'll kind of mix it up a little bit. So that's our mixed media page. So I'm going to start out with this Maze Rock colored pencil. It's a watercolor pencil, but I really like to use these pencils dry. And I like the pigment in them, so I'm going to start out with a dark pigment here, heavy pressure, and then I'm going to lighten it up a little bit as I get to the tip. And then I'm going to use this blue color also. So let's just work our way around this particular mandala. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That will allow YouTube to share it out with other people. And if you're not a subscriber of my YouTube channel, I would appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button. And also don't forget to hit that bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. New videos, new color along coloring tutorials get posted every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time right here on my YouTube channel. The other thing that is going to happen is that we have only one more week after today for this particular volume book, and then we will be moving on starting August 1st, which is just coming up so fast. Can you even believe it? This year has flown by, wouldn't you say? August 1st will be volume 19, and I will be posting a new video every Monday and every Thursday. At 10 a.m. Eastern Time, a new video will post here on my YouTube channel, and I hope that you will join in on these color along coloring tutorials, and really just kind of, you know, see what you can learn. See what if you've what do you like about these color alongs? What would you like to see? What would you like to hear about more? The color along schedule for volume 19 has already been posted, but we can talk about different things. So if you have something that you'd like to learn or you'd like me to go over during a live tutorial, during a live tutorial or during one of these color alongs, then just let me know and I will add that to my list. Because even if just one person comments, you could represent 10 people that just didn't want to say much. They just didn't want to say, you know? I'm going to go with this brick color here. I like the color choices in this book, actually. In this set of pencils in this book. What do you think about picking colors? You know, I have some color palette books available on Amazon. I have 4 of them, actually. And, you know, they're designed so that you can get some inspiration of what colors to use, and that maybe you may think that, well, you know, this doesn't really look good with this. Maybe pink does not look good with green, and then maybe if you see them together, you'll actually be a little more inspired to use those colors. All right, so now let's go back to our blue color for this one right here. We're going to go back to blue, and then this one. This page can also be found in my book called Itsy Bitsy. I'm going to go back with this brick color for these. Itsy Bitsy coloring book has tiny images like this, or tiny illustrations, smaller illustrations. And it's a variety coloring book. It's available on Amazon, and I'll pop a link in the comments so you can see where to purchase that on Amazon. But if you want to just color, I mean, you don't feel like spending a whole lot of time coloring, then that may be for you. All right, let's move on to this one with some colored pencils, and then we'll add some markers to this also. And we can go with this pink color because it's kind of like, hey, why not? All right, so let's see. I'm using this pink color here So not only am I going to use the mediums together in one illustration, but when we think about this whole page as one illustration, then there's different mediums that are used. So this is a fun way to practice illustrations. You know, Itsy Bitsy is a good book to practice different mediums on smaller illustrations. All right, here's another pink color. I'm going to go with pink here. Now I do have a piece of paper behind this page to prevent bleed through. And now let's add this light green color to this part here, kind of like a lime. There's another lime color here. And then, what other color should we add to this? Oh, I want to add yellow. There's another yellow here. Add some yellow here. Very spring-like. And again, these are watercolor pencils, but using them dry. Why not? Doesn't mean you have to use water with them. Nope. See? Very crumbly. But this one's not bad. This looks the same to me. I'm just going to use it. I'm just going to go for it. These sharpen very well in a electric pencil sharpener, by the way. And I'm using a heavy pressure on this section. But look how pretty. A lot of bloom. Bloom is when all the crumbs come out. You know about bloom? Now I'm going to use this blue color, and I'm going to actually add some dots. But I'm not going to add dots in a sense like we're normally using them with pointillism. Instead, I'm going to use them like this. So I'm making this kind of like decorative type dot here. And I'm going to pop this little blue dot at the tip of all of these. And that's complete. All right, now let's take this one here and use just markers for this one. And since I have this blue in my hand, let's go with this one. So I've got this nice blue color. I love these Bic Intensity markers, actually. I like the colors. I think it's a 12 pack. And I don't know. I think I've used some to like write with and color with, and these markers seem to travel everywhere in my house. Do you ever have coloring supplies like that where other people are taking them and saying, wow, that would be nice to write with? It's like, don't take my stuff, right? All right, now again, I'm going to go with some pink for this one right here, for this middle section, but I'm going to go with some dots, just like we did. So keeping it simple. And then what other color do we have here? Oh, we have gray. This is an interesting color, because it almost looks to me like, well, not really lavender, but it does look like an interesting kind of grayish lavender. When you actually get it down on paper, it doesn't really look like complete gray to me. The other thing that's cool to do with markers is outline the mark. Don't necessarily outline what is like on top of the black line, but put that line. See, I'm just putting this line here. Put that line of marker down like that, and then color in between those lines. And what ends up happening is almost like it creates this barrier so that the marker doesn't go past the marker. It reminds me of a homeopathic thing where like is attracted to like. It's like it doesn't want that to go past that. I'm going to go back with my pink, and for this one I'm going to do the same method that I did here, for this one. Now don't forget, this is the pink. This is the pink we used for those dots. And these markers are good with, sometimes you get the pooling of the ink and you get those marker lines. And what's nice about these markers is that if you just kind of touch the paper lightly rather than pressing down too hard, then you won't get that. Faber-Castell are still my favorite, but these are pretty good. They just kind of get a little bit of that, you know, like the felt tip kind of gets funny. Just have to kind of like wipe that off a little bit. And then here. And again here. Just kind of have to move this over a little bit. They kind of have a little bit of a chisel tip. Just a little bit. Not so much as like a Crayola Super Tip though. They're a little pointier than that, but it's definitely a felt tip. They don't have an odor. There's another key point about these. No odor. If you've watched my color alongs and you follow me with coloring books, then you know that I do not like an odor on my, you know. I don't like anything that has a funny smell. I only go with non-toxic products where the odor is not there. Just as I say that, I'm gonna go into a coughing fit. And look at that, I forgot that pink one. Excuse me. Don't you hate when you get like a frog in your throat or something? All right, so now, done with these markers. I don't know if that's what did it to me or not, but I'm glad to be done with them. Now I'm going to use markers and colored pencils for this one. So let's start out with this dark purple in the center. I wish I had a yellow for these markers, but it doesn't have yellow, which is weird. I think the only one that's missing is it's on my desk that I've been using as like to make notes with is the purple one. I'm going to use some orange because I love orange and purple together. And for this one, I'm going to color the entire mandala with colored pencil, and then I'm going to go over and add some accent colors to the on top of the colored pencil. Does that make sense? That makes sense, right? Let's use some blue. Do we have blue? A blue colored pencil? Yes, we do. We'll use it right here. And then there's that blue, so there's that blue color. I'm gonna bring in this burgundy color, which is kind of like, the other thing about Amaze Rock pencils is they don't have a name. So, but this pencil to me is one of those pencils that looks nothing like what the pencil looks like. What do you think? What do you think about that when that happens? When the pencil, the pigment, like what the pencil looks like and what actually happens when you use it, it can be a little deceiving. Don't even get me started on Pentel Sparkle Pop gel pens. Those are really like the most deceiving lot. Those are the liars of the coloring world, of the art supplies, I believe. Those are really a surprise. I like the surprise, but I don't like the surprise. I like that it's a surprise because I know it's going to be a surprise, so I'm okay with it. But if I didn't know, I don't really know if I would want to. I would want to be surprised. Let me know in the comments. Do you want to be surprised with your colors, or are you just like, you know, committed to, hey, this is like this one. This looks just like it should look to me. To me anyway. The pencil's green. This is the same green that I expected once I started coloring with it. Boy, a good thing these pencils are not people. My expectations would be very, very high. All right. So there are my areas that I have colored, okay? Now I'm going to take this blue and I'm just going to add some dots to this and to these. That's all I'm going to do to it. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I'm just going to kind of add these accent dots. I think that at this point, if you had a white pen, it would be cool. I don't have a white pen with me today, but it would be cool to maybe add a white pen into the midst of the mix. I don't know if this pink is going to make it on top of this. Oh, maybe it will, but I'm going to put this on top of the blue and then above the blue for the green, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do to it, and I'm going to consider this page done. So again, if you like this color along, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, I think that would be awesome. And if you could hit that bell, it would be even better. And this way you're notified every time I post a new video. So hope you can take the time to take a look at my videos. New color along coloring tutorials post every Thursday by 10 a.m. Eastern time. Starting on August 1st, we'll be posting on Mondays and Thursdays. And I thanks so much for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great day.